Everyone in attendance. And we are underway here at the Den. It's Wolverine basketball to start here. We have the 13-1 Westview Wolverines taking on the 2-13 Buena Vista Girls as William takes a deep three. Got it! Wolverines wasting no time here tonight, starting off strong.
I'm excited to see what the Wolverines can do tonight, coming off a great game.
Lyric, guard by Williams. Gets it out to Evans. Evans back out to Baxter. Baxter hesitating, trying to find something. Screen set by Solomon. Solomon trying to find someone, finds Evans. Evans gets it out, Baxter. Deep three, not there. It'll be Wolverine ball here. Wolverines lead 3-0. Great defensive play or possession of the Wolverines. Williams pump fakes out to King. King back out to Katron. Katron to Williams. Williams for three. Not there, just a bit short. Rebounded by Kellner. Getting it into Ross. Out to Williams. To King. King getting inside the paint. Gets it to Ross. Ross free throw shot. Got it. Wolverines lead 5-0. Wolverines playing full court press. Steal by Katron. Katron out to Kellner. Kellner pump faking. Gets to Katron. Katron pump faking as well. Williams, three. Not there. Just lipped out. Missed pass. Evans. Deep heave. Stolen by Williams. Back out to Katron. King pump faking. Out to Kellner. Wide open for three. Not there. Air ball. Saved by Williams. So they will say she stepped out. So it'll be Buena Vista ball. Great playing by this Wolverine defense.
Yeah, this defense has been so great this year, so we'll see how they can do tonight.
Wolverines lead 5-0 here with 6 minutes remaining. Solomon guarded by King. Solomon making the move. Lips it in to Townsend. Townsend going to try to take it all the way. Doesn't. Rebounded by Ross. Ross getting it to Katron, subbing in for Lucy Fierro. Williams hesitates, gets it out to Katron. Katron getting inside out to Ross. Williams for three, not there.
With the absence of Lucy Fierro, we'll see, what the offensive strategy is for the Wolverines tonight.
And they already have a win under their belt without Fierro with that win against Papio South on Tuesday. Williams putting it up, just a little air ball. Go out, so your score still here, 5-0. Wolverines playing great. Start off hot on offense. Haven't been able to get anything there in the hoop since. Ross for three, not there. Air ball. Deep heave to Evans. Evans for two, got it. First points for the Bisons. Wolverines taking no time. Williams out to Kellner. Kellner to Williams. Williams to Katron, wide open three. Lipped out. Rebounded by Townsend. Lyric now gets it back to Evans. Evans guarded by Kellner. Lyric guarded by Williams. Lyric for three, got it. All tied up here now, 5-5. Here with just a little over 4 minutes remaining in the first. Ross tries to get it out to Kellner, will be fouled. Lyric on the foul.
I think tonight the Wolverines are going to have to awake from the three-point line, as Williams does.
So Buena Vista taking a timeout. So Wolverines lead now 8-5. Was tied up, and then that three by Williams. So Wolverines have played in very close games. Very rarely do they ever win. So welcome to the booth here at the Den, and Sorry, Bon Jovi's playing. That's my heart right there. So Buena Vista's played decent. You know, their offense has just sparked here now with that 3 by Lyric. So Wolverine's offense needing to kind of execute on those plays. They had several stolen passes, several steals, several rebounds, and just not executing. Or executing as they kind of feel that game out here with just 4:32 remaining in the first. Wolverines lead 8-5.
I agree. Maybe take it to the hoop more instead of settling for some three-point shots.
Robbie in for the Bisons. Robbie gonna take it in. And Townsend for 2. Bisons trail by 1. Kellner, back to Katron. Katron to Ross, to Williams. Inside to King. King pump fakes. Out to Kellner to Katron. Katron pump faking, losing control of the ball.
Personal foul called on Kalea
Katron on the foul.
Checking in for the Wolverines, Paige Myers and Kaylin Bailey.
Each team's with 1 foul with just under 4 minutes remaining here in the first. Wolverines lead 8-7, haven't done much for those 8. Seemed like Bison game for a little bit on offense. Steal by Kellner, back out to Katron.
Great defense by the Wolverines.
To Myers, Myers for 2, got it. So Myers making herself known here in the middle of this first quarters. Wolverines lead by 3. Katron with a steal, out to Myers. Myers loses control, Williams regains. Williams out to Kellner, out to Katron, wide open, deep 3. Got it! That was a deep 3.
Katron has played so well in the absence of Lucy Fierro, so I think she's going to play great tonight.
She's kind of found herself, you know, not putting up great numbers with Lucy Fierro. Steal by Kellner, foul cold on Lowell.
Checking in for the Bison, Demi Baxter. Checking in for the Wolverines, Kenzie James.
So when Lucy Fierro's absent, Katron's kind of found herself, not putting up, like I said, not putting up good numbers. And now being one of those key players as Myers takes a 3. Got it! Myers finding herself here, hasn't got a lot of playing time, and here she is, putting up 5 of the 16 for the Wolverines, and the Wolverines starting to pull away here, which they were pulling away. They were up 8-0, and then now the Bisons finding themselves, and what got them back was a timeout, and that's what they did right here, right now. So Wolverines lead 16-7 here with just 2:51 remaining, and this Wolverine defense has played great, you know, 7 points, but they've gotten steal after steal after steal. How do you think Buena Vista will kind of change and make those steals less happen?
I would say maybe just protecting the ball and getting the passes more flowing, you know, making sure to protect the ball and making sure not making any harmful passes that could easily get stolen.
Less harmful passes, so we'll see here the rest of the game how they can kind of adapt and figure out. They are 2-13, 0-3 away. So, and the Wolverines perfect at home. Not much of a crowd here tonight, at least on the Buena Vista side. Westview has a decent amount here, not as much as previous games, you know, Pablo South and Creighton Prep and Marion. So crowd won't be much of a factor here today as previous games, but I don't think they really need them. I think they can, if they can just go out and play wherever. I mean, they're only 1 loss, and that was to a Bell West team in a tournament. So we'll see here how they play out the rest of their season, who has a very winnable season, a very win-outable season. Tipped by James, holy shot. Woo. That was close. We almost died. This monitor almost died. Yeah, it took a body shot for us. We're all right.
We're all good.
Into Baxter. Baxter guarded by Myers. Baxter out to Robbie. Robbie gonna try to take it to the hoop. Getting awfully close to that out. three, not there. Rebounded by Catron. Catron to Kellner. Kellner gets it to James. To Bailey. Bailey for three, not there. Rebounded by Townsend. And Robbie gets it to Baxter. Baxter for two, not there. They'll call it out on Townsend, so it'll be Wolverine ball.
Checking back into the Bison.
I think that Wolverine can keep the Bison out of the lane and keep them around the three-point line. I think that could be super crucial just to make sure not let them get any easy points here.
Make them shoot the threes. Those are going to be the hardest ones. So we'll just now 2 minutes remaining here at the Den, and gets it into Bailey. Back out to James. James going to get to the hoop, gets to Myers. Myers saving it, gets it to Kellner. Myers now pump faking, loses control, trying to dive for it, not there. Bailey trying to save it. They say she was out. So we Buena Vista ball. Potomac coming in. Sorry.
No, you're good. We also have Marion Henderson out tonight, so that's why you're seeing more playing time for people who don't usually get time.
Marion Henderson, one of the two seniors, along with Paige Myers. Potomac and Myers on Baxter. Heavily guarded by Bailey. Evans. Pass is stolen by James to Catron, losing control, regains, settles down. Back to James, to Bailey. Bailey for three. Not there, just a bit too far. Rebounded by Potomac. Potomac for two, not there. They will say it was out on the Wolverines, so it'll be Buena Vista ball.
Checking in for the Wolverines, Cardi King.
Wolverines lead 16-7 here with just a minute remaining.
Cardi King into the game. She has been so great this year, shooting threes, free throws. She's just been killer for the Wolverines.
Potomac on Baxter. Baxter will recall a double dribble. Heavily guarded by Bailey and Potomac.
Those are two sophomores who have stepped up big on defense this year. And, you know, I think they've just been, as they're sophomores, they have many more years. So I think their defense will just get even better.
Potomac steps James to King. King back to Potomac. Potomac to Myers to King. James. James to Bailey. Bailey forcing her way for a two. Not there. Rebounded by Baxter. Heavily guarded by King. King playing tight defense. Sorry, Roby. Out to Baxter. Baxter for three. Not there. Air ball. Will be out on Baxter, so it'll be Wolverine ball here with just 24 seconds remaining. Shot clock not active.
And again, like I said, they're making the Bison shoot their threes, not forcing them into the lane, letting them shoot their threes, and consequently missing.
King for three, not there. Rebounded by Bailey.
Personal foul called on Kaylin Bailey.
Bailey with the foul. .11 seconds, 10, 9. Townsend needs to get something with 5 seconds. 4, 3, gonna try to take the hoop, loses control.
Personal foul called on Ella Potomac, her first team's third.
Potomac with a foul. It'll be the team's third foul of the first quarter, but it will be at the end of the first quarter. So Wolverines and Bison will roll back to 0 fouls, but individual fouls will stay. So Wolverines lead 16-7 here at the beginning of the second. We'll be back with the remaining first quarter. Sorry, the remaining of the first half. Excuse me, remaining first half of this game.
It's Bison basketball to start the second quarter.
The Buena Vista ball here to start this second quarter. Barely getting it to Lyric. Lyric, guarded by Williams. Missed pass will go out of bounds, so it'll be Wolverine ball with just 7:44 remaining in the half. Wolverines lead 16-7.
Bison can't make those turnover mistakes. They have to make sure they maintain possession of the ball. That way they can get points.
Williams out to Katron to King. King gets inside to Ross. Ross back out to Williams. Williams for three. Not there.
Personal foul called on Olivia Ross.
Olivia Ross with the foul. Loses back. Roby losing track of the ball. King rebounds out to Katron. Katron putting up a two and is fouled on her way to the hoop.
Personal foul called on Emmy Baxter, her first, team's first, and the line.
Yeah, the Wolverines need to just make sure they execute on these turnovers and make sure that they can stay ahead here.
Katron 45% at the line, so just a little under 50%. Has two shots here, last one right here, so 50% on the night. Staying true to the previous season here. As Baxter makes a move on Katron, Baxter trying to find somebody. Gets it out to Allen. Allen, guarded by King. Allen back out to Baxter. Baxter inside to Lyric. Lyric losing control of the ball and will fall out of bounds with the ball in her hand. So it'll be Wolverine ball as the Wolverines lead now by 10. 6:48 remaining. Trying to direct traffic for Williams. King inside of Ross. Ross wide open, just a bit right. Not there, so rebounded by Solomon. Solomon out to Baxter. Baxter gonna try to take it to the hoop. He loses control of the ball. Great play by Katron. Ross with the recovery. Katron out to King. King pump faking. Oh, you kidding me?
What a move by King.
Wow. Dang. That was a good play by King, showing her level of talent. She's only a junior, so she's got another year under her belt where she can possibly help this team go on a state run, if not this year. So, but that's a long ways away from now. Evans gets it out to Roby. Roby to Lyric. Lyric guarded by Williams. Lyric gets it to Evans. Evans gonna try to take it to the hoop. Not there. Pass stolen by Ross.
Ross is a great rebounder.
Williams to King. King for two. Not there. Rebounded by King. King not there. King rebounded by King. A lot of Kings tonight. There we go. King for two. She's going after her shots, rebounding. Playing one of those great in-paint players.
She doesn't give up. And great defensive play.
King trying to go for it. Buena Vista will take a timeout, so we will take a timeout with them and be back with the remaining 5 minutes in this first half. Buena Vista ball here. Wolverines lead 21-7. Tron on her back. Lyric for three, not there. Rebounded by Ross. Ross to King. King to Williams to Kellner. Kellner back to Williams. Williams out to Ross to King. King pump fakes. Deep pass to Kellner. Kellner to Williams. Williams deep pass to King. King for three, not there. And we rebounded by Solomon. Deep pass. Sorry, to Solomon. Baxter was called with a travel.
Once again, another turnover for the Bison.
Turnovers, the story of tonight. So
Checking back in for the Bison, Zaria Townsend.
we Wolverine ball here with just 4:47 remaining here in the half. Counter to Williams. Williams inside to King. King back out to Ross to Katron. Katron deep three again. Got it! That's two deep threes. And she's known to hit the deep shots. She's hit 2 half courts just here in this gym. I mean, she's a great long shooter.
You can pass it to her from anywhere. She will just make it.
10-second violation on the Bison. So Wolverine ball here. Wolverine's now starting to kind of pull away and show that they can play. They can play above, more than just a little bit above the team who have had. I mean, this Wolverine team has had so many close games, and just being able to do that. So
yeah, I'm sure it's a nice breath of fresh air for this Wolverine team to not have to come back.
Tron out to Williams, back to King. King, deep pass to Tron. Tron inside to Bailey. Bailey back out to the Kellner. Kellner for three, not there. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey for two, got it. Great rebound by Bailey, who had a rebound and a 2-point just like that on this side of the gym against Lincoln North Star, who was the second best team. Wolverines have actually beat the second best team in the state twice. Belly's just 2 weeks ago, and then Lincoln North Star about a month ago. So Wolverines have climbed this leaderboard, this rankings, starting as the season unranked, now at number 3.
Yeah, they've really proven themselves this year. You know, people didn't think they were going to be able to do anything, but these players have shown that they're here and they're ready to play.
And they are indeed ready to play, as Myers going to put it up for two, not there. Rebounded by Townsend. Three, not there. Rebounded by Roby. Roby going to try to put it up for two, not there. Rebounded by Bailey.
Great defense there by Bailey and Williams working them together to keep her from that basket. Going to the hoop.
First of foul called on Paige Myers, her 13th
Myers on the foul.
Nia Lowe.
Lowe is 65% from the free throw line, and she sinks her first one.
Perfect on the night. Wolverines lead now 26-9 here with 2:52 remaining in the half. Williams hasn't seen much playing time, since some here tonight. Williams awfully close to travel. Tron inside to Bailey. Bailey back outside to James. James deep three. Got it! Is there just like a magnet from that side of the court in deep threes? I mean,
must be. This Wolverine team has been on fire from that right side, from deep too, which is amazing.
Solomon gets it inside to Townsend. Townsend putting it up for two with a good move on Myers.
I think that's what the Bison are going to want to do if they want to come back in this game. You know, go to the hoop and just make sure that they get points.
Deep pass to Myers. Myers going to put it up for 2. Not there. Rebounded by Solomon. Solomon getting out to Evans. Evans out to Lyric. Lyric loses control for 3. Not there. Now will go out of bounds before Rivas could get to it.
I will say, for the Wolverine being up 18 points, the Bison defense has been great in the lane, you know, making sure that they've been really great underneath the basket, just blocking out shots.
One of my favorite Aerosmith songs is Chip Away at the Stone. You just got to chip away at it. Chip, chip, chip. The lead seems like a lot now, but one play at a time, just chip away. Williams gets it out to Bailey. Bailey pump faking. Gets it out to Podomic. Podomic for 3, not there. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey put it up, back for 2, not there. And finally rebounded by Solomon. Deep pass to Lyric. Lyric hesitates, looking, trying to find somebody, and a missed pass stolen by Bailey. Podomic makes guard by Lyric. Podomic inside to Bailey. Bailey into Williams. Williams for an easy 2. As just under 1 minute remaining here in the half, as the lead now is 20.
We'll see if the Bison can do anything before halftime. You know, maybe chip away, like you said, chip away at that score just a little bit at a time before halftime.
And if you're going to chip away, you cannot be making passes like what we just saw right down here with Lyric.
It's play clean basketball, clean passes, all the different things.
Solomon gets it to Lyric. Lyric, just 10 seconds of the shot clock remaining. To Evans. Evans, they're trying to take it to the hoop. Not there. Lysea's out on Mackenzie James. So it'll be Buena Vista ball. They have 4 seconds to get it in and shoot. They got to touch it and shoot it. Just got to shoot it right now. And they will call a travel on Lyric before the shot clock could even go off. No shot clock left. They had just now, with 22 seconds remaining here in the half. Fouls not into question. James inside to Bailey. Bailey kind of forcing her way in there. And the ball got stuck. The ball got stuck on the hoop.
Wow.
We don't really have a good camera angle on that. Now the ball is stuck. The ref is just laughing. Yeah, there we go. So jump ball, possession Wolverines. Okay, now they're getting a ball to kind of get the ball unstuck. You don't see that much often.
That's something you don't see every day.
The ref now trying. There we go. Ref now getting it out. Don't see that very often. So it'll be jump ball. Wolverine possession. 3 from Myers. Not there. Lift out. Rebounded by Townsend. Townsend. 6 seconds. 5, 4, 3. Baxter's got doing triple teamed.
That's what you don't want to do before half, is allow the Bison to get some points here.
Got to shoot it. And blocked by James. Blocked by James, so there'll be no points for the Bison there. We'll go into halftime. Wolverines 31, Bison 11.
All right, Coach, you found some success both offensively and defensively against this Buena Vista team. How do you think the game plan coming in affected that success?
You know, I think we're doing exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to put great pressure on defense and allow it to create our offense, and I think it's doing that, giving us some easy shots. And we were fortunate to hit a couple threes there.
Yep. All right, thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.
It was not. He didn't tell me to turn the camera.
The Westview dance team will be leaving on Wednesday to head down to Nationals in Florida. It's Bison basketball to start the second half.
Bison ball to start this second half. Wolverines lead by 20. Awfully close to that half-court line is Evans. Evans, deep heave to Lyric. Lyric, pass stolen by Ross. Ross trying to split the defenders, won't. Picked up by Townsend. Townsend gonna try to put it up. King going down with Townsend.
Wolverines.
Big jump ball possession, Wolverines.
If the Bison want to come back from this 20-point deficit, they're going to need to stop these turnovers that they have. Like, I feel like they're avoidable if they just play clean basketball, you know, don't make erratic passes. And I think that's what's they're going to have to do to come back.
You know, that's kind of what separates these two teams is Wolverines have not had much turnovers as Williams puts it up for two. It's just they're passing way more than Buena Vista is, but they're not taking those risky passes. They're doing what is open. They're taking what's given to them. And take what's given. And Buena Vista is not. It's just trying to do that, and it's not working. And then they get put out of position, and they just make those passes that cause turnovers.
Yeah, they need to make adjustments, and I feel like they didn't do that the first half very well.
Pass stolen by Catron. On to King. King gonna try to take it to the rim herself. It'll be fouled by Townsend.
Carter King is a great free throw shooter, so that's the last person I want to see at the line if I was the Bison.
King 70, like you said, she is great. 75% at the line. I mean, it's hard to get above 50, and 75, and just right there, boom. So she's good, and like we said, she will be one of those players that can hopefully take this team to state this year, and then possibly even next year. It's just you grow and learn. Perfect on the night for King.
Third night in a row.
Lead now by 24. Bison's yet to score this half as Baxter guarded by Kellner. Baxter making a move, finds the lane, gets it out. Baxter for three, not there. Rebounded by King with an assist with Williams. Kellner inside to King. King taken outside. Back out to Tron, to Williams. Kellner fumbles the ball a little bit. Inside to Ross. Ross. And one for Ross. What could have been a turnover there is points plus one for Ross.
Team second. At the line, shooting one, Olivia Ross.
Wolverine's playing full court press. Gets it into Lyric. Lyric deep heave to Evans. Evans back out to Baxter. Baxter loses control of the ball. Picked up by Catron. Catron to Ross. Ross guarded by Lyric. Catron catching the ball in stride. Out to King. King for three. Not there, just a bit too far. Rebounded by Williams. Williams inside to Ross. And Ross for two. Buena Vista yet to score a point this half. Baxter fumbling the ball. Tipped by Kellner. Baxter just try to take it all the way. Four white jerseys. As Evans for three. Not there. Rebounded by King.
Ross has been so great inside the basket tonight. You know, nobody's been able to stop her from getting those easy layups.
Rebounded by King with Williams with a deep three. They would call jump ball.
Jump ball possession, Bison. Checking in.
With Bison ball here with 5 minutes remaining. 3 minutes have passed. Not 1 point from Buena Vista as the Wolverines lead 40-11.
That's that Wolverine defense that we've been talking about all night. You know, they show up. They're not going to let the Bison chip back. You know, they want to maintain their lead and make sure that they're not going to lose this game.
And Wolverines are staying aggressive here, playing full court press. Up 29, Catron playing deep on Evans. Lyric for three, not there. Rebounded by James.
If you're the Bison, you just don't want to chuck up those deep threes.
If you're going to want to chip away at this game, which seems a lot harder now than it did at half, you're going to have to take those easy twos. Back out to Williams. Williams for three. Got it. And a timeout will be taken by the Bison, so we'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back with the remaining 4 minutes of this third quarter. Bison ball. Roby getting aggressive, miss pass. Will go out of bounds. Pass intended for Evans. Be Wolverine ball. John directing traffic, gets it to James, to Myers. Myers back to James. Bailey finds a lane, gonna go for it, not there. Williams going for it, not there. Fumble the, well, Townsend fumbling the ball, gained by Williams. Williams, pump fakes, gets it into Bailey. Bailey gonna put it up for 2 and got it.
Basket by Bailey.
Williams saw that pass and she took it. She knew where her points lay and where she could find those easy passes.
That was a great possession for the Wolverines. You know, you're just passing it, trying to find something open. Found someone open, didn't get it at first, but then getting that rebound. They didn't even get the rebound. They stole the ball and then able to go for it. Trying to put it up for 2, not there. Loses control of the ball. Called jump ball. So it'll be possession for the Wolverines.
The Wolverines have been super persistent tonight, never giving up, getting offensive rebounds, steals, you know, rebounds, just everything that you can think of to make sure they can get more possessions and maintain their lead.
That's very physical on this Wolverines team as they are up 45-11 here with 3:20 remaining. Myers inside to Bailey. Bailey gonna put it up for 2 and got it. Bailey just doing her thing tonight, putting up for the easy points with just now 3 minutes remaining. Roby double teamed, almost stolen by Catrona. She falls backwards, putting it up for 2, not there. Rebounded by Solomon. Solomon will be fouled.
Personal foul called on Paige Myers.
Myers with the foul.
Checking in for the Wolverines, Helen Podomic.
Podomic coming in for Catron.
We've seen some interesting lineups tonight from the Wolverines, you know, putting in different players and seeing what works. And so far, there's been a lot of different new lineups that we've seen working.
Lyric gets it in, trying to go for 2, and just falls to the ground. Ball still on the ground, picked up by Lyric. Gets it out to Evans. Evans gonna try to take it to the rim. Should be fouled on her way to the hoop. Not a shooting foul though. Podomic, her second foul of the night. Trying to find someone to throw it into. Gets it into Townsend. Townsend trying to put up for 2. Doesn't. Rebounded by James. James deep pass to Bailey. Bailey wide open for 2.
Bailey has just been everywhere tonight. Bailey has been everywhere tonight, you know, playing wherever they need her, and that's kind of the role she's been in all season. You know, she can shoot threes with the best of them, but also be there in the paint and, you know, make those layups.
Townsend trying to do a deep 2, not there. Rebounded by Bailey. A name we've been saying quite often. And when I was doing stats and trying to figure this all out, I saw her, they'll call travel on Myers. But when I'm working and I look and I'm putting down the year and I'm like, sophomore? Nah, that can't be right. That can't be right. So I look on her Twitter or X, and I'm looking, and man, she's a sophomore. She is really good for a sophomore.
She is, and she's been getting consistent playing time since she was even a freshman. You know, so even she has 2 more years left in her, so she can take this Wolverines team to do great things.
Indeed she can, as Lyric puts down to 3 for the first points for Buena Vista on the night. Missed pass to Myers, goes out of bounds. Bison ball.
Seems like the Wolverines have been doing what the Bison have kind of been doing, you know, getting these passes that are going out of bounds or not getting as many rebounds. And so we'll see if the Bison can take advantage of that.
Trying to get it in, forcing a pass. Bailey with the steal. Myers gonna try to put it up for 2, not there. And will be rebounded by Roby. Roby on James. Roby gets it out to Lyric. Lyric trying to find someone. He's out to Evans. Trying to put up for 2. Toilet bowl not there. Rebounded by Bailey. Bailey having a night so far. In pass to Williams. Williams to Myers. Myers back to Williams. and they'll say Williams caught the ball out of bounds. Doesn't look like she was expecting that pass and just expecting Myers to shoot it.
Yeah, maybe some more communication on the floor from the Wolverines would, help these different passes be better.
Wolverines still lead and probably will lead the rest of the game. They lead 49-14. It's just a minute remains in this third quarter as Baxter heavily guarded by Potomac. Lyric for a deep three, not there.
These Bison are just putting up any shot that they can get. I think they're in their minds they're probably trying to chip away, but it's probably better to just try and get easy points instead of putting up these long threes that most usually don't go in.
So Williams trying to put it up for two. Fouled, so now she will shoot for two. Solomon on the foul, her first foul. Williams 38% from the line. 50% here tonight. Rebounded by Solomon. Solomon getting it out to Baxter. Baxter out to Lyric. Lyric for three. Not there. Rebounded by Potomac. Potomac deep pass to James. James inside to Bailey. Bailey forcing her way in there. I don't know how that wasn't a foul. That was, I don't know.
From our view site, it was pretty clearly a foul.
And it looks like their head coach is looking for jump ball. Still got it up there. Bailey for three. Got it. She's like, you don't want to call fouls? Fine, I'm just going to shoot threes all by myself.
And that's what we said before. She can shoot from anywhere. She can do those three-pointers, get those layups, but she has just been amazing tonight.
Baxter out to Lyric. Lyric heavily guarded by Williams. Lyric gets it out to Solomon. Solomon trying to get it a pass in and get a last-second shot. Won't as the time expires. So that'll be the end of the third quarter, and this Westview team is just dominated. Not just this Westview team is dominated, but Bailey has dominated. I mean, Kaylin Bailey is 5'10" sophomore. 118 points coming into tonight, and she's especially in the second half. And the first half she was playing good, but the second half, man, she's doing really, really good.
The things that she can do, she's not a starter, she comes off the bench, but in the absence of Henderson and Fierro, she's getting more playing time, even more so than usual, and she has just been amazing, shooting those threes, doing everything she can to help this Wolverines team maintain their lead here. The Bison only scored 3 points this last quarter, so it's just been amazing to watch.
So that will be the end of this timeout here as Wolverines lead 53-14. And this team just, if you're Buena Vista, you've lost. This game is, you could say, is safely over, unless there's some miracle happening, which I don't foresee happening. If there was any chance that Buena Vista looked like they could actually were playing consistently, then there would be a chance, but not tonight. But what do you do as this Buena Vista team? You're down. You've only won 2 games, and it's just against the same team, Omaha South. What do you do now here with just 1 quarter remaining?
I would say you work on just making your game more clean. Make sure you get these passes to the team, because there's not much you can do to score more points to win, I would feel like. But I feel like you just need to try harder to make these shots fall and treat it as a practice. Just try new things out.
Williams for 2, not there, rebounded by Baxter. Williams trying to get it, steal the ball, won't. Yeah, just treat it like a practice. Treat it like it's just trying to get that feel of that deep 3, not there, rebounded by Catron. Trying getting something working here. Catron to Williams, to Ross for a free throw, not there.
Even if you can't get anything done tonight, you know what you can do better for next game. You know what you can work on harder in practice in this coming week to make sure that maybe in the next game you can make better passes, make your shots go in more consistently, and maybe get a win.
A lot of juniors and a lot of seniors on this team. This team very old, experienced in a sense. Do you kind of just get the team rolling it out to Ross? Ross getting it to Charlie. Deep heave to Williams. Williams to King. King for 3. not there. Rebounded by Ross. Ross gonna try to put up for 2, not there. Rebounded by Baxter. Deep heave to Solomon. Solomon for 2 and got it.
Basket by Solomon.
See, that was great for the Bison, you know, just getting inside of the paint and getting those points. You know, that's the thing that they haven't been doing so great this game. So again, making sure that you're getting these things more consistently, maybe for next game.
Wolverines was passing. Ross was open earlier and was open there, not there. Rebounded by King. King, deep heave to Catron. Catron, deep 3, not there. Rebounded by Kellner. Kellner, easy 2, got it.
Basket by Kellner.
I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing?
Timeout.
And we got a whole new 5 coming in for the Wolverines. Wolverines now getting their lineup and getting that experience in, which is huge now later down the line. You know, it's great now that you're winning, but now you have 5 new people. 2 of them are freshmen.
3 of them are freshmen.
3 of them.
You have Brecklin Coltrane, McKenna Rempe, and Meyer Sawyer all coming in. You know,
3 freshmen.
not getting much time this year. You know, maybe getting them experience on varsity for next year or even later in the season. You know, as they go maybe into state. You know, just getting them experience with this team.
Yeah, and just that experience is going to be huge later down the road when you're having it to go play, and maybe you get more injuries, maybe not, but just getting that experience for even next year and the year after that as you build towards this, you know, ever-longing program, you got to get that experience, and they're lucky to be able to play teams like Buena Vista now. You want to play good teams, but it's also nice to kind of get these games where you can kind of get in those freshmen or those lower classmen and get them feeling like this is a varsity game. I mean, you have a good audience on this side. You can't see it on your screen, but as the Buena Vista side, but on the Westview side is very good, and you have a decent student section, so they kind of get in that varsity feel of a game here with just 5 minutes remaining in this game.
Yeah, for sure. They've been playing, Westview has played a lot of very close games this season, you know, not a lot of leeway for them to put in different players, so this will be a great experience for them.
Evans gets it out to Baxter. Baxter guarded by Coltrane. Rebounded by Rempe. James gets it to Myers. Back out to Rempe. Rempe. Myers gets it out to Coltrane. Coltrane for 3. Not there. Rebounded by Williams. Williams gets it out to Myers. Myers back out to Rempe. Rempe for 3. Not there. Heavily contested for Coltrane. Rebounded by Roby. Roby, one of the only seniors on this team. One of the only 2 seniors on this team. James with an easy 2. Not there, though. Rebounded by Ronco.
You know, she obviously wants to see that fall, but again, it's great to get all these different experiences. You know, it's a new lineup for all these people, and so just getting this team chemistry for later in the season.
Baxter pass almost intercepted by James, putting it deep, not there. Rebounded by Ronco. Ronco for 2. James back out to Rempe. Rempe to Coltrane. Coltrane. I put it up for 2. Not there. Rebounded.
Sawyer has just been going after it under the basket. You know, she's a freshman, but right now I'm seeing her. She's playing really great.
Personal foul. Foul's called on Deshaun Evans, her first team.
Evans with her first foul. Bailey put it up for 2. Got it.
Basket by
Of course she does. Why not?
Bailey just adding on to that great resume of this game. Roby gets it to Baxter. Baxter inside pass to Ronco. Out to Evans. Roby trying to get something, guarded by Coltrane. Baxter, this pass, passed it by Williams. Bison ball still. Wolverines lead 57-18.
4 out of the 5 people on the court right now are underclassmen. You know, so they're taking advantage of the players that they have on their bench to make them win the game.
Rebounded by Rempe. Rempe gets out to Williams. Williams for 3, not there. Rebounded by Runco. Rempe making good contention on that. Baxter. Lyric back in the game. Guarded by Coltrane.
Sawyer playing great defense.
Set pass, put it up for 2, got it. Great shot there by Evans. Dynamic back to Rempe. Rempe hesitating, give it to Dynamic. Sawyer. Dribbling back to a 3, just a bit short. Rebounded by Rempe, saving it. Dynamic to Sawyer. Sawyer gonna try to take it to the rim, got it. Great play by Sawyer there.
You know, as she progresses and gets older, I think she could be a great addition to this Wolverines team, you know, getting more playing time and just really adding points.
Coltrane, Rempe, and Sawyer all are freshmen, and they're really good freshmen. I know Coltrane was having discussed going to Millard North even, and so to even just go out as a deep 2 there, right, Rivas. So for them to come here is huge for this program, and to build the foundation. And as Coltrane for 3, not there, will go out of bounds.
Rempe and Coltrane have played basketball together for years. They've been on club teams together. They played together in middle school, so they have that chemistry already. That coming into here at Westview, they already have that foundation together to where I feel like they can really expand that to their team.
Yeah, and that chemistry will definitely play into it, especially, I mean, they have 3 more years after this year. That's a lot of time, and it'll be interesting to see how they develop. I mean, they're already getting varsity time, again, playing against teams now who are seniors. I mean, they're playing against seniors and playing well against these seniors. So we'll see how they kind of develop later down the road and as they get their juniors and senior years. And who knows, they might even start next year for all we know. I mean, most of the teams coming back. Tipped by Coltrane. Not there, rebounded by Sawyer. Sawyer out to Rempe. Rempe to Pedamic. Pedamic back out to Rempe. Rempe to Coltrane. Coltrane for not 2, not there. Coltrane for 2 again, not there. Coltrane getting it. Pass around to Sawyer. Sawyer to Rempe. Rempe to Pedamic. Pedamic deep pass to Williams. Williams to Pedamic. Sawyer to Rempe. Rempe for 3. Got it!
She is awesome, man. She has just showed tonight that maybe later, even in this season, she could get more playing time for this Wolverine team.
This is your time, and when you get the opportunity to play, I remember when a football coach told me, when you get the opportunity to play, go in and never come out. You want to come in and you want to take their spot. Even if it's injuries or just get time like this where it's kind of like garbage time. It's 30 seconds remaining here, but you want to go in, show that you can play, and that's what I think all these players, Coltrane, Rempe, all of them can, and Rempe there for 2. I think it's Sawyer even. I mean, all of them have shown they are good players, and I mean, they will be able to play later down the season. If they need to put them in, they can.
Yeah, and these coaches are saying, like, they can put trust in these players now. They haven't really seen what they can do on the court in the middle of a game so far, only in JV games, but now they see what they can actually do in varsity games, and maybe they'll have more confidence to put them in other times.
So the game is over. However, Townsend will shoot for 2. The band is playing while she is shooting. Okay, now they're not. That would have been hilarious. But she has 2 more shots. Won't depict the outcome of the game. It could have, and that would have been really bad for the Wolverines, obviously. But Wolverines taking care of business, up 42. And will remain 42. So Wolverines win 64-22 here at the Den. Will improve to 14-1, 7-0 at home. And we will be back with more games after this is Buena Vista, sorry, there's a lot going on right here. I am surrounded by cheerleaders. Anyway, so, sorry, there's a lot going on here. Wolverines win 64-22, we'll be back at 7:15 Central Time as the boys will take on Buena Vista here at the Den to the #1 team in the state is the Westview Wolverines. So we'll be back with that around 7:15.
Dance team senior captain Anna Adams is walking with her mom, Valerie Adams. After high school, Anna is attending the University of Nebraska at Lincoln and majoring in business. Anna's favorite memory on the dance team was when the team made it to the final round for the first time at Nationals her sophomore year. Anna's dance team coach wants to thank her dedication to self-improvement while being part of the team and being a strong senior leader. Anna wants to thank her teammates, coaches, and parents for being a part of her journey at Westview High School. Introducing senior captain Anna Adams. Dance team senior captain Kate Christensen is walking with her mom, Amy Christensen, and her dad, Adam Christensen. After high school, Kate was attending the University of Nebraska at Lincoln and majoring in criminology and criminal justice on the pre-law track. Kate's favorite memory on the dance team was getting ready to dance at hip-hop finals and the whole team getting hyped up and excited to perform. Kate's dance team coach wants to thank Kate for setting a high team standard for acceptable work ethic and committing to improving her leadership skills. Kate wants to thank her coaches, teammates, parents, teachers, and friends for being a part of her journey at Westview High School. Tonight, we are honoring the senior from the drill team, Aubriana Jennings. She is being escorted by her mother, Chicola Ashby. Aubriana has been a member of the drill team for 1 year. After graduation, she plans to attend Texas A&M University to pursue a degree in forensic science and crime scene investigation. She also plans to continue her dancing and wrestling careers while there. Aubriana would like to thank her coaches, family, and friends for their love, support, and guidance throughout her athletic career. But most importantly, she would like to thank her mom for always believing in my abilities and taking every step to help her overcome obstacles set her way. Senior Aubriana Jennings. One more round of applause for our dance team and drill team seniors. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to The Den on the campus of Westview High School for tonight's Metro basketball contest between the visiting Buena Vista Bison and the old Westview Wolverines. Respect and good sportsmanship are essential for high school athletics. Westview High School and the Nebraska School Activities Association promotes good sportsmanship by everyone in attendance. Please do so by refraining from negative comments or actions directed at the athletes, coaches, spectators, and officials. These unsportsmanlike actions will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. Thank you for your cooperation and good luck to both teams. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Bison. Leading off, a junior, number 1, Zaire Tucker. A senior, number 4, PJ Jarman. A junior, number 14, Zaire Party. A senior, number 15, Eli Smith. And a senior, number 23, L.C. Doss III. The Bison are coached by L.C. Doss.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is
Now let's make some noise for your Westview Wolverine starting lineup. Leading off, a junior, number 1, Elijah Wilmore. A senior, number 2, Trey Gray. A senior, number 4, John Sim. A senior, number 24, Amir Martin. And a senior, number 32, Taven Zephyr Murphy. The Wolverines were coached by Patrick Freeman. Now let's play some basketball.
Wolverine ball here to start this game here as the number 1 seed takes on the Buena Vista Bison. So Westview coming out hot here. Elijah Wilborn Out to Sims. Sims back to Wilborn. Wilborn to Martin. Martin to Murphy. Murphy to Sims by himself. Sims for three. Not there. Put it up for two, not there. Rebounded by Griggs. Murphy put it up for two. First points of the game for Murphy. Doss, one of the best players for this Bison team, heavily guarded by Sims. Paredes losing control of the ball, saving it. Gets it to Smith, trying to get it to Jamon. Loses control of the ball, will be Wolverine ball here. Briggs going into Sims. Westview having a great outcome just earlier this week, knocking off the #1 seed, Capio South. Wilborn out to Martin. Martin gets it into Murphy. Murphy for a deep two, not there. Rebounded by Doss. Doss guarded by Wilborn. Doss trying to force his way in there. Smith out back to Doss. To Jamon. Jamon on Martin. Jamon gonna try to put it up for two. Not there. Rebounded by Jamon. Jamon putting it up for two.
Buena Vista coming out playing very aggressive, trying to come off with an upset against the #1 team in the state of Nebraska.
And as Grace puts it up for two there, and when you're the #1 team, you're always going to get the best shot from everybody, especially at home. As Doss is guarded, double teamed by Sims and Martin.
And having already played Westview at the start of the season, they know some of their tendencies, so they're trying to, utilize their game plan, take advantage of that to come off with an upset tonight.
Sims on the foul for the Wolverines, so will be first foul of the night. Wolverines lead by 2. All right, throwing it in, gets it into Smith. Smith back out to Doss. Doss, that all-star player for this Buena Vista team. Right by Wilborn. Doss makes a move. And one for Doss. Now an opportunity to give the Bison lead. To give them the opportunity to give Buena Vista the lead. I guess the shot did not count. Doss gonna try to put it up for 2. Won't. Rebounded by Wilborn. One hand snag by Wilborn. Deep pass to Murphy. Intercepted by Smith. Gets it to Paredes. Paredes guarded by Martin. And one for Bray. To give Buena Vista the lead for the first time tonight. Won't. Rebounded by Murphy. Bison coming out hot here. Briggs in the map, back to Murphy. Murphy, dog! Poster! Murphy with the stare down. Murphy letting them know. And the Bison will take their full timeout, so we will take a timeout with you and we'll be back with a remainder of 4 minutes in this first quarter.
Out of the timeout at the line, shooting one, Taven Zephyr Murphy.
Murphy now shooting one here. 89% at the line. Good there. Give Wolverines now a 3-point lead. Wolverines playing full court press, loses control of the ball. Friday losing control of the ball, will be Wolverine ball now. Great play by Trey Griggs and John Sims. Here with 4:38 remaining.
Yeah, the Bison's coming in, playing at their own pace, trying to control the game, playing control ball and being very aggressive defensively. That is a huge advantage if you've already played a team. You know their tendencies, and controlling the pace of the ball will be huge for this Bison team.
Patterson trying to put it up for two, doesn't. Possibly could have been a foul, but won't matter anyways as Drummond tries to save it going out of bounds. The Wolverine ball, 4:20 remaining here in the first. Westview up to 3 fouls, possibly something to look at later in this first quarter. It bounded to Murphy. Murphy gets it out to Sims. Sims going for the paint. Floater two, not there. Rebounded by Mapp to Sims. Murphy for three, not there. Rebounded by Doss. Doss gonna just probably take it all the way. Blocked by Murphy. Griggs out to Mapp, back to Griggs. Screen set by Patterson. Weird pass, Murphy. Murphy was going to the hoop and fouled.
Personal foul called on Eli Smith, his second, team second.
Eli Smith on the foul, his second foul of the night. Amir Martin coming in for Trey Griggs. Out to Patterson. Patterson inside to Murphy. Murphy, floater two. And they will call travel on Murphy. .340 here remaining. Bison ball. Oh, Bison's only trail by 3. Tucker, double team, slits it into Trey, into Doss. Doss gonna try to take it, gets it out to Drummond for 3, got it. Ties the game up here. John Sims gonna try to take it in the paint himself. And now Sims will shoot for 2 to regain the lead. Opportunity to regain the lead. Drummond with the foul, his first.
Yeah, Westview's offense is struggling to put easy buckets and layups in the hoop, but they are drawing fouls, which will be huge come later in this game.
Sims 82% at the line.
Checking back in for the Wolverines, Trey Griggs.
To make it a 2-point game. He will.
Checking in for the Wolverines, Regan Hollingsworth.
Hollingsworth coming in for Sims. Deep heave to Tucker. Tucker, guarded by Mapp, gets it out to Pere. Pere gets it out to Smith. Smith to Doss. Doss settling down. Angry talks from Jamon. I can hear him from right here. Craig gonna try to put it up, not there. Tipped by Mapp, then Patterson will go out of bounds.
Yeah, you're gonna see you're gonna see Westview's defense here on a very tight man match kind of coverage, and the Bison are taking advantage of that by spreading the floor and really passing the ball around and getting ball movement, which is huge to create opportunities scoring.
Doss gonna try to take it himself. Blocked by Martin, and the ball is stuck. I've never seen the ball stuck in a regular game, and then I've seen it twice today. It happened in the girls' game, and then it happened here. What are the chances? Can someone please figure that out? What are the chances the ball gets stuck twice?
Yeah, that is twice on the day. That's something you rarely see.
Doss throwing it in. Bison ball. Tucker trying to get something. Doss. A lot of emotion coming out of this Bison sideline and team in general. Throwing it in, gets it in to Pere, heavily guarded by Hollingsworth. Gets it into Doss. Early on, setting that block. Rebounded by Doss. Doss gonna put it up for two, and will tie game here, 9-9, with just under 2 minutes remaining in this first quarter. Griggs back in the game. Gets it out to Wilborn. Wilborn out to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to Griggs. Griggs for three. Not there, just a bit right. Rebounded by Smith. Doss loses control, regains control, gets it out to Tucker.
Timeout taken by the Bison, 30.
The Bison will take another timeout, so we'll be back on the other side of this thrilling game so far here with just 1:32 remaining.
Hey, everybody.
Bison ball to start here. Smith gets it to Pere. Pere to Doss. Doss.
I'm not blocking your view in my face.
Guarded by Wilborn. Doss gonna try to take it. Loses control. Tipped. Smith with the takeaway. Martin by himself, goes, and will lay it in. I was ready for that dunk. Lay it in, taking the safe route.
Yeah, me
Just
too,
a
man.
minute remaining. They will say it touched the top of the backboard, so it'll be out of bounds. So no point for the Bison to tie it up. So it'll be Wolverine ball here with just a minute remaining. Wolverine's up 2. And now just a minute remaining. Wolverine slowing the tempo of this game. Screen set by Griggs. Sims slides, gets it to Martin. Oh my. Getting to Murphy. Murphy.
So
a lot of emotion coming out of that.
It seems
coach.
as if the Bison are running kind of a defense where they're half the team's in zone, and then one Doss, one of their main guys, is manned up only on Amir Martin, one of our best players, and you can kind of see that here as he will keep following him around.
Wilborn for 3.
And if Westview sees that and takes advantage of that, they can make some huge plays and isolate Amir Martin to get an advantage.
So deep 2 actually from Wilborn. 4-point game here. Bison taking the time down. Gonna let all the time down. As Jamon trying to do it himself. Trying to put up for 2, not there. With 6 seconds, heave from John Sims, just too close, and Jamon is hurt. His ankle is hurt. He is trying to get up. He is trying to get up with the help of his teammates, but able to put a little pressure on it now, just now hopping on 1 foot. Barely putting some pressure, so we'll be back with the second quarter here in this tight, close game.
Sorry, I don't mean to. Is that your way? Say what? Yeah, man asked them if they can move it slightly this way, so it's like move this over this way, I guess. I don't know. They did move this to go do pictures of the. They used that camera to go over there when they did the starting lineup to like get them, you know, as they came out or whatever. So, that's probably why it got moved.
It's Wolverine basketball to start the second quarter.
Wolverine basketball to start here this second quarter. Wolverines only lead by 4. Now this Buena Vista team is good. They're the second best team in OPS, just behind Westview. So where is Westview going wrong here and kind of just only up 4 here to start the second quarter?
Well, I firmly believe that they're playing Buena Vista's game. They're trying to find open lanes and open alleys, but it's kind of lackadaisical the way they're playing, and I think they thought they could come out here and just, you know, win, but that's not how the game of basketball works.
Great rebound and play by Martin. Doss, guarded by Wilborn, has a lane. Gets the pass into Tucker. Tucker trying to find somebody. Finds Buena for 3. Sorry, Bannister. Martin just completely losing the control of the ball. Martin on the foul, his second. Wolverine still up 3 with 7 minutes remaining. Doss, guarded by Wilborn. Doss going to try to take it himself, losing control of the ball, and the ball will go out of bounds. Go out of bounds On to also be Wolverine ball with just under 7 minutes remaining here in this half. Sims slowing back the tempo. Sims slowing the tempo down. Gets it to Martin. Martin pump fakes, deep heave to Griggs. Griggs pump fakes, gonna go in for 2, not there. Rebounded by Murphy. Wilborn gonna put up for 2, not there. Rebounded by Tucker. Wolverine's not executing here early as Bray finds Williams gonna try to put it up and will. Bison only trail by 1. Wolverines looking exhausted here or early in the second quarter. And I can't read lips, but I can definitely tell you that head coach Patrick Freeman of the Wolverines is not praying. Wilborn gonna try to put it up for 2 and is fouled.
Personal foul called on Zaire Tucker, his first, team's first. Checking in for the Wolverines,
Tucker with the foul, his first foul. Kobe Matt coming in for Elijah Wilborn. Seems to be a little confusion with the side judge there. Murphy for 3, not there. Rebounded by Lowell. Gets it to Doss. Doss guarded by Sims. Doss. Deep heave to Lowell. Lowell for 2, not there. Rebounded by Matt. Matt to Griggs. To Sims. Sims. Trying to find a lane and hit from the side by Partey.
Personal foul called on Zaire Tucker, his second, team's second.
Murphy for 3, not there. Rebounded by Doss. Murphy not hitting shots that he normally does. Doss, triple team, gets it out to Lowell for 3, not there. Rebounded by Griggs. Griggs to Martin. Martin completely running into Partey.
Personal foul called on Zaire Partey, his second, team's third.
Partey trying to take a charge there as he was in motion. His feet were not set, so that's going to be a personal foul all the time, every time.
So Wolverine ball, Wolverines needing some sort of points here, kind of ignite the spark and down to the map. Gets it back to Martin. Martin to Sims. Sims. Gonna try to take it to the rim and blocked. Blocked by Kenyon. Sorry, Lowell. Be out on Sims, so it'll be Bison ball as Partey trying to make some magic work here, down 1.
Yeah, Westview student section, it's been really quiet coming out, and that was the plan for Buena Vista. Come out hot, let the other home team know and their student section know that they're trying to win this game, and they'll do whatever it takes. And the student section has not been helping this Wolverine team out here in the second quarter.
So missed shot, still shooting for points. Shooting 2 has a chance to take the lead.
Checking back in for the Wolverines, Elijah Wilborn.
Now only a chance to tie here, just halfway through the second quarter. Won't. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker gets it to Partey. Partey gonna try to play for 2, loses control of the ball by Sims. And Sims upset with that call.
Personal foul called on John Sims, his second, team's third.
So now Partey will shoot again here. Or sorry, won't shoot, will throw in.
You know, Hank, what I'm thinking is if I'm Coach Freeman, at halftime, I would be disappointed, I mean, with the performance coming out started. I mean, coming from a game where you played the #1 team and you upset them, and now you're playing down to a low team in Class A's level, I mean, you've got to be disappointed with efforts both offensively and defensively out of Westview.
And something similar happened to Partake. Going to put a floater two, not there. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker getting it to Doss. Doss for three, not there. Rebounded by Tucker. Doss going to try to put for two, not there. And now Partake will shoot again. So about 6 shots in the last minute for Partey. And, you know, back to your point about being just stooping down to their level or playing down at their level, this is what happened last time they played. It was close in the first half, and then the second half they kind of just bounced away. So now tied up here, 15-15, but they were playing down to their level, and then Wolverines at half. I recommend a good watch is the Heartland Heroes on YouTube. Follows this Westview team, and you can see through that documentary that this team, Patrick Freeman, was not going to lay off. He was upset at their team, and they were like, oh crap, here we go. And now they're in the same situation. We're like, we're #1, we're just going to post in there. Now they're down 1 here with 4 minutes remaining.
Yeah, and I totally agree. I mean, this is the game of basketball. I mean, you can't just play any team and expect to win just because you're #1. I mean, upsets happen
And they on for 3
all the time, and upsets happen all the time, Hank. And you got to give props to this offensive effort by the Bison. I mean, they're creating second chance scoring opportunities like I've never seen. And I talk about that all the time. Second chance opportunities will keep you in the game, and they've been keeping up playing with this #1 Westview team.
Checking in for the Bison, BJ
on the foul, who has now up to 3 fouls here only in the first half. Mapp for 3, not there. Rebounded by Griggs. Griggs for 2. It was almost there, but Wolverines now take the lead up 1 here with 3:30 remaining. Doss guarded by Griggs. Out to Tucker. Inside to Wool.
Personal foul called on Zion
Patterson on the foul. Now they team fifth, so now Wool shoots it. Wool an opportunity to retake the lead again. Now just an opportunity to tie the game here with just 3.5 minutes remaining. Not there, so Wolverines still have the lead by 1 here with 3:18 remaining. Patterson gets it into Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gonna put up for 2, got it. Now 3 minutes remaining as Drummond, guarded by Patterson. Getting awfully close to the half-court line. Come on, trying to find somebody to open up here. Double teamed by DeLeon and Patterson. They call travel on Doss.
Checking in for the Bison, R.J. Fuller, along with Eli Smith.
Those Chris moved it back on you. I will say you're kind of, I don't know if you're blocking the camera thing. That's how people know who's talking. I know, there's no place to stand. I'm trying to
Briggs to Murphy to Patterson. Patterson trying to find somebody to open up. Deep heave to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth gonna try to take it for 2 for himself and does. Hollingsworth being physical inside the paint tonight. Hollingworth only 5'10" and making it seem like he's 6'4". Jamon thought he had a shot, gets it out to Bannister, out to back. Bannister getting it to Doss. Doss getting it to Jamon. Jamon hitting it out of, trying to get to Fuller, and it will go out of bounds. So it'll be out on, getting on, so it'll be Buena Vista ball. And Jamon will now shoot 4-2. Foul called on Patterson. Oh, sorry, Hollingsworth with the foul. So Hollingsworth's first foul of the night. Westview with a 5-point lead.
Checking in for the Bison, Peyton Love.
Perfect there, so Wolverines lead by 3. Briggs out to DeLeon. DeLeon trying to get to Hollingsworth. DeLeon recovering his own pass out to Griggs. Griggs for 3, not there. Rebounded by Patterson, and Patterson will be fouled as he takes the shot. Did not make the shot, but is fouled.
This is not the same thing we played.
Yeah, both teams entering the foul danger zone as the Wolverines are now in the double bonus, and so are the Bison. So they're going to want to watch that coming out of the first half.
Ramon on the foul, his second foul, and Patterson is 100% at the line this year, which is insane stat. Has not missed a free throw, and is perfect right now, and still perfect. 100% this season. He was this season injured early. However, still 100% is 100%.
Yeah, and most people might not know, but free throws are a huge asset to your game. So that's huge for Patterson.
Leon foul. His second foul. And now the Bison back in the bonus. Leon shooting here. Just a bit short. Leon taking some time, walking almost the half court there to reevaluate that shot, and now second opportunity here is in. Ramon looks like he's limping as he runs back, and he is yelling at his coach. Patterson pump fakes, gonna drive it into the paint, gets it into Griggs, and Griggs with a nice floor 2, not tall enough to dunk it, but still gets the 2.
Yeah,
Wolverine's leading now by 6.
that's just a nice little ISO play there that they probably had drawn up, and that was completely executed perfect.
Doss, covered by Griggs. Griggs, double team with Patterson. Tuck Jamon for 3, not there, rebounded by Griggs. Just under a minute now, out to DeLeon. DeLeon, heave to Patterson, out to Hollingsworth, back to Patterson. Patterson for 3, got it! Wolverines finding the spark late, with still fouling. Wolverines lead by 9 here with just 30 seconds remaining. Shot clock is still active. About a 9-second difference. Doss gonna try to force his way in, triple teamed. Gonna try to heave it up, not there, rebounded by Patterson. Shot clock not active. Foul called by Fuller. Defense foul called by Fuller, so Wolverines in the bonus, so Patterson will shoot. That's the one guy you don't want to foul. We were just talking about it. Patterson is the one guy you don't want to foul, and because he's 100% on tonight and in this season. And there that goes.
Commentators
Commentators
jinx there.
That's all right. I mean,
Come on, Hank.
my bad. So an opportunity to make it a 10-point game here with just 20.6 seconds remaining. And will. So now a 10-point lead for this Wolverine team. And Partey now draining the clock, 10 seconds left. They covered by Patterson. They're gonna try to take it. Floater two, not there. Rebounded by Matt. Deep heat for Griggs, not there, just short. No foul called on Griggs as he fell to the ground. Questionable call. However, that your score at half will be 29-19, and we will be here shortly, I believe, with Jordan Farmer on the ground with the head coach Patrick Freeman talking about all those certain fouls that he's gotten.
All right, Coach. Your defense has seemed a little bit lackadaisical coming in at the start, kind of playing down to Buena Vista's level. How can you gain back control and combat coming out offensively?
Yeah, we just got to work as a team on defense and make sure we're boxing out and not just flying to the hoop, find bodies. Grab the ball with two hands would be nice, and let's go in our transition offense.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Drill team.
Very good, my friend. Very good. What was this response? Yeah, check the VOD on the live stream. You know, up that view count to get that. It's a hot mic.
Let's welcome to the floor the Westview dance team. Let's give one more round of applause and a send-out to these Westview dancers who will be heading to the Nationals in Florida on Wednesday.
That's just the least favorite item right there. Damn, this is not the same team though that beat.
So we are back here to start this second half of this tight, close game. Doss, guarded by Wilborn.
There is, but I mean, even just the way we're shooting, like this isn't. I think if we last, it's like
Personal foul called on Elijah Wilborn.
Wilborn with the foul.
His third, team's first.
His Elijah Wilborn's third foul of the night. Inbounded to Doss. Doss close to the half-court line. It's an into Partey. Partey trying to find somebody, gets it back to Doss. Doss trying to make some move back to Partey. Partey by himself, hesitated, trying to find somebody to open up. Side pass to Doss. Doss out to Smith for three, not there, rebounded by Griggs. Griggs to Sims. Sims to Wilborn. Wilborn back to Murphy. Murphy for three, not there, rebounded by Doss.
Murphy having a tough time this game, getting threes in the bucket. So that's kind of hard for this Wolverine offense if they want to get going.
Doss hesitated, thought he was going to go to the paint. It's out to Perret. They going to try to go.
Personal foul called on Taven Ziphier Murphy, his first, team
Murphy with the
second.
foul, his first. Wolverine still lead by 10 here with just 6:43 remaining in this third quarter. Trying to inbound it, inbounds it to Tucker. Tucker back to Doss. Doss just forcing his way through Sims. And we'll get 2. 8-point lead now. Murphy gets it out to Wilborn. Wilborn for three, not there. Rebounded by Jermon. Jermon out to Doss. Doss, deep three, got it. Dang, that was a deep, deep three to make it now just a 5-point game. Partey playing heavy defense on Sims. Sims wanting it. Floater two, got it. Wolverines lead now by 7. Partey. Guarded by Wilborn. Trying to get Doss over. Gets it to Doss. Doss guarded by Martin. Doss still guard, trying to find something. Shot clock down to 10. Doss gonna just try to take it himself. Stack step 2, got it. Doss doing his thing here early in the second half. Wilborn back to Murphy. Murphy heavily guarded by Partey. Wilborn up to Martin. Martin for three, got it. Inbounded to Doss. Lead is 8 here, and 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Westview's defense kind of amping up the pressure here.
A lot of physical rebound by Martin. Ooh! Tucker, Partey out of his shoes by Martin. Spin move by Martin. Deep heave to Sims. Sims gets it out of Martin. Martin for three, not there. And rebounded by Sims. Sims going up for 2 and hits the ground hard.
Personal foul called on Eli Smith, his third, team's first. At the line shooting.
Smith with his third foul of the night. John Sims shooting. He is 82% at the line this season. Can make the lead 10 once again here. Won't, just a lip out. And there, so 9-point lead now with just 4:30 remaining. Wolverines playing press. Leaves Tucker, gets it out to Drummond to Doss. Doss recovering the ball. Drummond tries to find a lane, trying to put up for two, won't. Rebounded by Wilborn. Wilborn gonna try to just take it himself for an easy 2 and 1 for Wilborn.
Westview finding their rhythm offensively. Took a little while. Had to get out of that shell of I'm number one. You can just come in this game and win. I mean, you still got to play your game and play a full game of basketball at your utmost effort.
And Wilborn there, so 12-point lead now for this Wolverine team. Just under halfway here in the third quarter. Side pass stolen by Sims. Sims heavily guarded. Griggs gonna put up for two and will. Buena Vista team playing very physical, and here the Buena Vista Bison will take a timeout.
Yeah, the Bison probably called that timeout because they're seeing something that Westview's doing defensively, and they gotta combat that. I mean, Westview came out defensively, made a few changes, and it's working, and they probably continue to do that. But the Bison are gonna talk together and figure out what that is they're doing and try to find opportunities offensively. And a good job.
Wolverines leading by 14 here. Jamon pump fakes, gets it back to Partey. Today directing traffic. Gets it to Doss. Doss covered by Wilborn. Doss making a move. Doss finding, sees a lane, trying to get there. Covered by Murphy. Jamon covered by Griggs. Come on, gonna put floater two, not there. That was a shot clock violation. So it'll be Wolverine basketball here in the third quarter. Hollingsworth and Map in. Sims pump faking, gets it out to Martin. Martin to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth to Sims. Sims to Griggs. Griggs back out to Martin. Martin to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth for three. Got it! Stare down to Partey. With 2:30 remaining here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Westview doing a great job offensively of rotating guys around throughout the paint and making cuts and spreading the floor and finding those scoring opportunities.
Josh just kind of forcing himself in there. Foul will be called on Trey Griggs.
Personal foul called on Trey Griggs, his first team third.
Trey Griggs' first foul of the night.
LC Doss.
Doss 80% at the line this season. Just a bit short.
Checking in for the Wolverines, Zion Patterson.
Patterson coming in for Sims here with just 2:20 remaining as Doss has his last shot.
Yeah, Hank, it's been kind of quiet from the refs here in this second half. I mean, not a lot of fouls. Playing kind of a clean game. And let's see if they can continue that.
Martin, screen set by Map, into Map, Map for 2, got it. Map setting the screen and getting the bucket. Drummond almost travel call. Arte gonna try to take it himself out to Lowell. Lowell for 3, not there. And a huge shove by Hollingsworth.
Called on Regan Hollingsworth, his second team score.
Hollingsworth's second foul.
Checking in for the Bison, Junior Bannister.
So Tucker on the receiving end of that hit will come and sit down and take a break. Inbounded to Doss. Doss covered by Martin. Put up for 2, not there. And bounded by Patterson. Briggs to Martin. Martin trying to put up for 2 and fouled.
Personal foul called on Junior Bannister, his first, team's third. At the line, shooting 2, Amir Martin.
Bannister on a foul. Has an opportunity to make it it is a 19-point lead, an opportunity to make it a 20-point lead here at the ending minutes here of this third quarter, which would be a outstanding performance from this third quarter considering how the first half played out.
Also checking in for the Wolverines, Taven Zephyr Murphy.
Murphy coming in for Martin. Arte gets it back to Drummond, to Doss. Doss loses control. Will go out of bounds, so it'll be Wolverine ball.
Yeah, Westview being really disciplined defensively, and I talked to Freeman about this at half, and I only wonder if that's exactly what he went in the locker room and said to the guys. We've got to be sound defensively. You got to communicate because it's very quiet. It was very quiet in the first half.
Sims. Screen set by Patterson. Sims back out to Murphy. Murphy trying to find a lane floater 2. Got it. Looking for the foul. Drummond trying to try, goes all the way for 2. Still a 20-point game. Sims into Map for 2, got it. So quick pace here as the Wolverines lead by 22, and we have 3 guys on deck. 3 good for Bannister. 19-point game here now. Sims. Started by Fuller. Shot clock is not active. For now just 12 seconds. Now 10. Now is the time where they start to really get going. 7 seconds. Missed pass to Partey, tipped. Will be out on Partey. So now just 4.3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. This is a time where you got to really just pump out, just inbound it quick, and you got to shoot right away.
Yeah, maybe an alley-oop here. We've seen that a lot from this Wolverine offense. An alley-oop to Taven. And so they might be talking about that on this timeout. They might be drawing up an alley-oop here for Taven.
So we're back on the other side of this break with the remaining 4.3 seconds in this third quarter.
See what they got going offensively.
So what did they draw up? Bolt of Martin. Inbounded
like a
to
fake.
Murphy. Murphy, 3, 2, 1. Martin, buzzer beater, just flipped out.
Yeah, that was kind of a play design where they faked the alley-oop to Taven, and 3 guys were on Taven, so they had that guarded down, but they faked that alley-oop, and then they tried to shoot that 3 from a mirror.
We're back with the 4th quarter of this game, the Wolverine slowly breaking away.
Schools think they can come into Westview and beat us. Got some words for you. If you ain't Oregon blue, then you ain't true, because you don't know what we do. So let's get loud. Let's give them a sample of what it's like to play here at the net. Get the flashlights on. Let's get crazy and do it with me. Go Westview! Go Westview! Come on, one more time. Go
It's Wolverine basketball to start the 4th quarter.
Wolverines lead 51-32 here with just beginning 4th quarter. Sims going to put up for 2. Won't. He'll be out on Murphy. Bison ball here. So Bannister coming out and Wool coming in. Tay upset trying to get around the defender, so it'll be Wolverine ball.
Offensive foul called on Zaire Partee, his 4th, team's 1st.
And Zaire Partee entering foul trouble as it's his 4th foul this half. So they might want to give him a break. This game, sorry.
Inbounded to Murphy. Murphy, Alvarte, back step, deep 2, got it. No foul called, good foul. Refs laying it off tonight. Doss stop, trying to find somebody, gets Jamon. Jamon back to Doss. Doss, Rush thinking about it. Saw Murphy, deep heave to Jamon. Jamon covered by Martin. Fuller set the screen. Jamon's covered by Murphy, gonna side throw it. Basket. 19-point game here. Murphy into Martin to Wilborn. Wilborn losing control, but regains. Puts it up to 2. It's now a 21-point game. Wilborn up to 7 points tonight with just 6:49 remaining in this game. Doss trying to find a lane. He's going to try to take it on Sims, losing control of the ball, regained by Sims. Sims throws it at Fuller, and it will go out on Fuller. It's a great play by Sims to regain possession. So we're in possession here with just 6:39 remaining. Sims covered by Jamon. Back out to Murphy. Murphy for 3. Not there. Rebounded by Doss. Doss gets it out to Jamon. Jamon for 3. Got it. Deep 3 for Jamon. 18-point game. breaks out to Wilborn. Wilborn back to Sims. Sims for 3. Got it! Back to Doss. Doss out of the lane, loses control of the ball, and Sims trying to save it. Stepped out when trying to save it. Bison ball.
Loving the hustle by John Sims, number 4 there, as the game is coming to a close. And I don't think the Bison can really do much to get back in it, but Wolverine's still playing their game, playing fast, playing strong.
Covered by Matt.
Personal foul called on Kobe Matt. His first
personal foul called on Matt. That'll be Matt's first foul of the night. Won't say it's a shooting foul. Inbounded to Doss. Doss. Doss trying to just force his way in there and won't. Rebounded by Martin. Martin deep to Murphy, and Murphy, boom!
And Murphy grinning the crowd hype in the dull moments, what he does best.
Arte now trying to gain some momentum back, loses control, gets it out to Doss. Doss, screen set by Tucker. Cold. His second foul. And team seconds, so still no worry on the Wolverine side. We're just close to halfway through this final quarter.
Checking in for the Wolverine, Zion Patterson, along with Legan Hollingsworth.
So the Wolverines kind of igniting that fact, and what was a sloppy first half has now been not even really a sloppy first half, just not being able to execute. And now Wolverines coming out executing on fire with Martin, Sims getting the ball around and pulling away. I mean, they're up 23. They're all trying to find something.
Yeah, maybe their team just needed a little talking to, or
the extra motivation.
Or not even that, just a little snap back to reality. I mean, you're number 1. That doesn't mean you can beat any team. I mean, you still have to play basketball. I mean, this game is unforgiving, and if you come out thinking you're just going to win, I mean, the game has other plans.
So Jarmon and Mapp are hugging each other. And the ref was talking to them. I don't know what was necessarily going on, but they were hugging each other, trying to show something. I don't understand what was going on. Seems to be another underlining some type of issue. Security and the principal are now involved. I don't necessarily know what's going on. Timeout was not called, but the Westview is huddling together. Huh? Nothing? Huh? So now a bunch of security guards are surrounding the head coach of Buena Vista. Seems to be some type of issue. There are security guards are just swarming
a lot
over
of
there.
Yellow neon vests really brighten it up in that area. Still
something, it looks like maybe a coach talking inside the stands. There's every security guard in the building. We do not know what is going on. So they are still continuing play, just all the security guards are over there. So
Personal foul called on Kobe Matt, his second, team's third.
Matt with his second foul. Jermon out to Doss. Doss covered by Matt. Doss gets it into Tucker. Tucker loses control, recovered by Matt. Patterson, deep heave to Martin, intercepted by Jermon. Jermon getting it out to Doss. Doss for three, not there. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker getting out. To Bannister, but a foul called on Mapp. So Mapp's third foul.
Called on Kobe Matt, his third, team's fourth. Checking in for the Wolverines, Tyler Griggs and Davion Vincent.
So still all security guards over there. We still do not know the issue.
Personal foul called on Tyler Griggs, his first, team's fifth. In the bonus shooting two, BJ
Tyler Griggs, a foul. Jamon shooting now. Good there, so now a 60-39 lead for the Wolverines in just under 4 minutes. Hollingsworth gonna put up for two, and it will. Come on. Three, not there. This is Buena Vista Wolverine ball here. Hollingsworth on Jermon. On to Matt. Matt. Setting off to Bannister, and will get foul by Bannister. Will shoot for two.
Personal foul called on Junior Bannister, his second,
Bannister's
team's
second foul.
At the line, shooting to Kobe Mapp.
Kobe Mapp shooting 69 from the line this season.
See if he can up that percentage.
Checking in for the Bison.
Doesn't look like he will.
And Peyton Love.
Matt not there. Rebounded by Partey. Partey loses control of the ball. And Vincent jumping on. It'll be a jump ball. Bisons will remain in control. Bison, a transfer from Central. One of the two transfers that Westview received this year. Doss spin move, covered by Hollingsworth. Gonna put it up for two and will. Drew Bison now. Vincent. Up to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth, pump fakes. To Briggs. Back to Hollingsworth. Hollingsworth. Tries to get into Vincent. No, Now Drummond, covered by Breesy. Drummond gets it out to Partey. Partey trying to find the line, won't. Rebounded by Breesy. Breesy's pass almost intercepted.
Taking in for the Bison, Lyndon Liddell.
Patterson throwing in. It's an invisible. Vincent. Vincent out to Breesy. Breesy losing track of the ball, will go out of bounds. Wolverines lead by 21 here with 2 minutes and 22 seconds remaining. Doss trying to salvage anything left. Doss trying to put up a 2, and Vincent playing good D, and foul, and Vincent will be the foul. The crowd is going crazy because Ben Stark is coming in the game. Ben Stark is, I mean, he is ginormous. He is 6'7".
Checking in for the Wolverines, Ben
Crowd going
Stark.
crazy there. As now Ben Stark coming in the game. Now a 20-point lead. Ben Stark not looking, stolen by Drummond. Drummond will try to put it for 2 and 1.
Basket is scored by Jarman.
So we figured out what was going on over there. It seemed to be Skittles were being thrown on the court. We can't, I don't know if the source is viable. However, that is what is going around. We will update you to see kind of what was going on. It's Griggs loses control of the ball. It's it in. Vincent trying to get it loose in control. Little now gets it to Drummond. Drummond dot for 3, not there. Rebounded by Stark. Out to Griggs. Griggs loses control of the ball.
Personal foul called on Peyton Brown, his first, team's third. At the line shooting 2, Nathan Stavnik.
Stavnik, good play. It's the first varsity points here tonight. Put it up, not there, rebounded by Vincent.
Good defensive effort there by Breesy. Hank, you know what Breesy kind of reminds me of? Kind of a Larry Bird. Just the way he conducts himself on the court. Very good defensive player and can shoot the ball beyond the arc.
He was a key player last year.
Yeah.
Suffered with illness over the offseason. Kind of was delayed, and so now kind of getting back into the rhythm of things here now. As getting in more playing time. Just a bit too hard for Bison. Make it a 20-point lead.
Also checking in, Boston Baxter.
Everyone getting playing time tonight. Baxter getting in.
Personal foul called on Ben Stark, his first.
Stark
In the bonus shooting to Zaire Palti.
Forte shot shooting now. Cut Westview's lead here with the final minute in this game. Bison in the bonus. Probably won't matter, but still in the bonus. Wolverine's still kind of struggling with that defense. Sorry, fouling. Receive, pump fakes, puts up for 2.
And there's a little Larry Bird-esque, if you will. I mean, that jump stop and then fakes it up and then puts it right in the hoop for easy 2.
Doss for 3, not there. Rebounded by Stark. Loses control of the ball though. Remain Bison ball. Now just 1 minute remaining here in this game. Doss double teamed.
Personal foul called on Ben Stark, his second.
Let's start with his second
And the
foul.
bonus shooting to LC Doss.
Doss shooting now. 80%, 50% tonight. Perfect there.
Checking in for the Bison, Tyree Tang and Christian
Bison really
Evans.
substituting here in the final minute of this game.
Along with CJ Sanders.
Getting everyone in rotation tonight, all playing time. Inbounded to Breesy. So Wolverines struggled in that first half and now kind of found themselves in the second half. Not completely, I don't think, but a lot of this fourth quarter has been, the backups and kind of getting everyone playing time, but kind of just finding themselves. Not there, rebounded by Stark. Stark for 2, got it. And you would think he just did a buzzer beater with how loud that was.
Yeah, that's a great play by Stark. His tall, lanky body got him up there and got that board and for an easy 2. And that's what he's built for.
Just heaving it up there. Oh my. Baxter just heaving it up there, trying to find something. Briggs, 8 seconds remaining, will just hold on to the ball. The crowd is trying to get him to shoot it as time will run out, so Wolverines will improve to 15-1 and will stay the #1 seed in Class A. So that will be it for all tonight here at the Den. The Wolverines win.